Hey, what's up, Square Bears? It's your girl Chris. Welcome to my channel, Beauty MC Squared. And you know I'm having a whole lot of fun because I got to work out this pretty face with some super bright colors. So let's go ahead and get right into the tutorial. So for this look, I definitely started off with filling and defining her brows. And this time I'm using a fluid line by M.A.C and Dip Down. I want to make sure those brows stay banging, so I'm going to finish off the brows with this Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Polish in Brunette. And then of course, I'm going to clean up the brow shape using my Stila Concealer in Maple 14. So before I add any eyeshadows, I'm going to neutralize the lid color using a simple concealer. So as you can see, I'm just whisking the brush all over the lid and just making sure it's well blended. Before I move on, I am just going to set it with an all over face powder just to make sure that cream is not going to crease all over the place. And just a little bit of transition color, nothing too dark. I'm just going to use this NARS bronzer in Scorching Duo just to add that into our crease area. And that's just going to give me a little bit, just a tiny bit of definition, a little warmth into her crease. We're really doing some really popping colors, or a popping color on the lid, and it's just one main color. So I'm just going to use this jumbo pencil from NYX in Cucumber, and I'm just going to apply it in a really thick, kind of winged out eyelining shape. So it's not going to be really rounded, it's quite extended, and I'm using the assistance of that tape that you can see on the edges to make sure that I keep a very clean edge. Next, I'm going to go right over that base with my Urban Decay eyeshadow in Thrash, and you can find that in the electric palette. I absolutely love this green. This green is totally electric. It's super bright, and I love that it has just the tiniest sparkles and shimmers in it. So it's a really fun eyeshadow to play with. It's really easy to apply, and it's really easy to blend for it to be such a bright semi-matte color. I guess it would be more of a satin finish to the color. And just to finish off these really simple eyes, I'm just going to use a simple liquid eyeliner and kind of create a thick winged out eyeliner. We're going to make sure that that green color kind of peekaboos through it. So we're not going to make the winged out eyeliner too thick. We're just going to make it kind of just 1/3 the size of the actual green eyeshadow. Does that make sense? Yeah, sure it does. Now, to be honest, if you add a little bit of mascara and some falsies, your eyes will pretty much be finished. But as you saw in the intro of the video, I add a little bit more diva-ness to the bottom part by adding some bottom lashes. And we'll see that later on in the video. So moving on to the face, I applied my NARS oil-free primer all over the face, and I blended it in well. I allowed this product to set in her skin for about 2 minutes before moving on to the highlighting concealer. The highlighting concealer that I'm using is my MAC Pro Long Wear Concealer, and it's in the shade NC42. Next, we're going to move on to the base color foundation, and it's the MAC Studio Fix Fluid in NC45. Now I'm moving on to set all the highlighted areas with a translucent powder. I'm going to softly contour her face, and how I do that is I usually use powders to do that instead of creams, and it's going to give me just a very soft, definition to the skin, and I'm using a fairly dense brush to do that. And I'm just taking a warm, deep colored powder foundation and applying it to the contours and the overtures of her face, and just bringing a little bit more details to her face. I don't want it to be overly sculpted, but just a little bit of definition. Now, along with the MAC Studio Fix powder, I am using the NARS Bronzer Duo in Scorching Sun to set the rest of her face. Next, I'm going to apply this beautiful light pink blush from NARS, and I think it's in Gaiety. I'm sure I'm butchering the name, but you guys saw what it was, so yeah. We're gonna dust that on the cheeks. It's nothing too striking, something that's very, very soft, that's gonna give her just a hint of happiness to her face, right? So I'm trying 2 lip colors today, and I want to draw you guys' attention to this particular lip product. It's from Milani, and it's in their Power lip stain, power color lip stain. This is in Pink Lemonade. It's definitely not pink in the least bit. It's more like tomato orange, tomato red to me, to be honest. But as a product, it is so superior. It's definitely not your average lip stain. It's powerful in color. It lasts a very long time, and it's very, very moisturizing. But I don't know, it was something about adding the bottom lashes to her eyes that made me say, I want to go more Barbie with it. So I went ahead and added a bright pink lip color to the existing lip color that I added, and this is from Ebony Cosmetics. It's her Color Block Lip Gloss and Cotton Candy, and I thought that was perfect. It made it a very rich kind of corally pink lip. I skipped lip lining. I just wanted her lips to be just kind of kissable and pouty and glossy and just full of color. So that's it, you guys. That's the entire look. Very bright, simple but not so simple, over the top but not so over the top. I think it's just those extra little touches that I added at the end that just made it from ordinary to extraordinary. And with a face like this, I mean, could you just go with something simple? I don't think so. Anyway, I hope you guys love this tutorial as much as I love creating this look. Make sure you guys subscribe, follow me on Instagram, and if you want more videos like this, you know what to do. Yeah. See you next time.